not late. I swear. Okay, let me turn on the game volume. It's kind of loud. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I slept really late last night because I was doing a lot of things yesterday, so that's why I didn't stream. Or just good I didn't stream because I actually had more things that I thought I did. But we did get a lot of things settled, which is great. Very good. Anyway, enough prowling. Let's just get started. It's this one. So, quick recap on screen.
Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor!
That corpse didn't teleport here after all. Firing your gun in here? Are you insane?
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Alright, so the quick flashes of everything. Basically, what we're seeing right now, this is a simulation that's been conjured up by our... Shit, my monitor's not charged. Okay. By our AI ball. She's not Aiba. I keep forgetting what's her name because she's not Aiba. But basically, after we went into the mind somnium and we discovered how the body was basically strung up into the ceiling and how it had fallen down and dropped over, we were like, okay, so the director is suspicious because, like, how was this able to be set up without nobody noticing? So we went after the director of the show. They fired a gun at us in the middle of a restaurant. And then the mysterious number that told him to, like, if he does it, he gets money, right? Said that, come to this school, this classroom, and you'll get your reward. You come here, and the dude is split in half. So, it is what it is. Alright. Now, let's look back at all of this. Oh, right. Also, why our, name? Tama. So basically why Tama was saying, like, I can't disobey you, take my boss, is because Tama expressed worry for Ryuki's mental health, like, state, because it's, you know, it's traumatizing for a young adult. But he said, no, I gotta do this, so now we're here.
Ryuki, can you not rub your face on it?
I'm not!
I'm gonna look at everything first before... Okay, now we look at the most, like, obviously suspicious thing.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th, right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
I think Tokiko is the... Isn't she that, the lady from the cult thingy? Yeah. The nice laws. Kinda wanna go see what it is. Weather do I like? Cloudy. So cute. Time.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out? The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
Tama, please.
What?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts.
See.
Let this chance pass me by.
It's on the black box because it doesn't
Looks
have
like
it.
there aren't any other clues here.
Since the body has a lower pressure than the outside. Oh, it sucks. Okay. Alright, that's interesting. Morbidly interesting.
Well, satisfied? I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
Why is his eye so dead?
None. You remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking. That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow.
The exit laws are definitely involved
Chikara was a
somehow.
member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
It feels like something that, would have
I
happened
don't know.
from like
but
cult
it's possible.
ideals. Because doesn't Ryuki also kind of fray and
I
glitch
think
out?
he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Chimpei.
It just happened to be us.
In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Let's see if we can go to another 1 or 2 chapters today and then probably stop. I have a lot of exhausting weeks coming up, so I really gotta be careful with my energy.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Every time I come in here, I'm just like, whoa, look at everything again.
The symbol of Knives, the non-Ypil X. There are 4 unseen X's hidden within. They represent the truth of the world you live in. That is yet another meaning inside the non-Ypil X.
As you know, this is the President's office at the NICE Japan branch.
The world is full of rubbish. Such things should all be washed away. That was my thinking when I designed this room.
You designed it.
Yes, the flow of water cleanses one's heart, just like the flow of time.
Actually, I remember like a previous chapter, we had the chance to kind of like sync with her, but I didn't pick that option. I don't know if I should go back and do it, but I think we'll definitely go back and have to do it at some point.
These aren't sunglasses. It's a fairy's black bra.
What?
What a degenerate.
A degenerate.
Not really. She's a kind woman, but I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something. As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties. I have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Gag.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible. We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program?
Whoa, Ryuki, I'm just saying we solved the thing. I'm not asking you to challenge your entire world beliefs and make her an enemy so
Impossible.
quickly.
Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense.
Whoa, I did not pick that.
Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of NICE have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, why does Ryuki have this expression? He's very... There's more to this.
All the pieces would fit together if NICE is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video. What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join NICE in it? No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes.
Yes, something rules. Hello! Hello, St. Michael. Welcome in. I played the original AI The Somnium Files. Now I'm trying out the Nirvana Initiative.
This is about the culprit, is it not?
I'm still pretty early in it. I'm still pretty like early in the game. I believe this is like the 4th chapter I'm going through overall. Flowchart. Please try Raincoat. I've played Danganronpa in the past. Raincoat, I'll think about it. So far, I'm here. This has been my path so far, going straight down this route. You know, in here you can actually go to like say like a not sync, the mini sync. I forgot what it's called. With her, but I didn't get to do it before it skipped ahead.
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but... I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Yes, I do have a bot that translates it. You can also type in a different language and it will translate to English. So you can also, basically it allows everyone to just communicate in whatever language they wish, and you can communicate with each other. That's also why I have, at the top of my screen, you'll see that I have subtitles that also translate. Epic. I'm glad you think so.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and NICE are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps NICE and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that NICE and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory, In that respect, we are comrades.
Well, I love how you try to non-narrate games. I have not. I don't think I have. Because that doesn't ring a bell. I haven't tried Zero Escape either. If you're talking about specifically Spike Chunsoft, there's quite a few games I haven't tried.
We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nyes believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it, forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
This part in the game is you think about everything while secret AI does a lot to me. It does. That's why I've been reading a lot of like the sciencey stuff of it.
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that,
This
but I
is
know what you
GTA.
mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
It makes sense. Else?
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality.
To me, Spike Chunsoft games are amazing in writing and how every time the games are interesting, but enjoy the game company is serious. But this is acceptable, to be honest. Yeah. Spike Chunsoft has been... Actually, Spike Chunsoft is one of the, like... I would say Spike Chunsoft is actually a pretty fairly popular company. It's like, it's only specific game series that aren't very popular. So for example, like AI the Somnium Files, it's what we would call like a cult following, where you don't see a lot about it, but then the second you mention it, all the fans come out of the woodworks and they're like in your walls. That's basically it. Well, thank you for the follows, Michael. But so AI Somnium Files is specifically a cult following, but Danganronpa is basically one of Spike Chunsoft's games that have been catapulted into the consciousness, like the public consciousness, and it's fairly popular, yeah. It's just that, well, as you know, Danganronpa has been, you know, the series kind of like quote unquote ended. Oh, sorry, my mic. It's cute. And that was an alert, the little song. It's the You Are a Pirate remix, I believe. If you go into my handles, the credits description right at the bottom, there should be all the alert songs. It should be there, it should be linked as well. You're gonna check it out. That's under the Follow Alert song, so I'm pretty sure it's called You Are a Pirate remix or something. Anyway, so Danganronpa series kind of ended a while ago, but the fan games are still very strong. Like a lot of people doing fan stuff. Like what's it called? Eden's Gate. I believe Eden's Gate is one of the basically one of the fan games of Danganronpa that recently just released their chapter 1. I think it was their chapter 1. Was it chapter 0? I'm not sure. I just know it's playable. I used to be very deep in the fandom of Danganronpa. Remember the new game, the 100 line? That I'm not sure about. I'm not kept up with Spike Chunsoft. I don't follow Spike Chunsoft avidly. I kind of just like, okay, this series interests me, and so on and so forth. I know that, cause basically, like, I think the designer, what was his name? What is his name? Starts with a K. The designer for like Danganronpa, like they left the company if I remember. So like they went off to make like I think the 100 line was the one that they went off to make. I know they also made Raincoat. You can tell by the character design, it's the same guy. same artist. I know he left with a few other people, so they like kind of like made a branch, or like made a new company. So yeah, like I'm no longer caught up with it, like because it's just I've kind of like it's no longer my main interest. My main interest now is stuff like Final Fantasy 14. See games you've been playing, Ace Attorney rules. Thank you. I am a huge Ace Attorney fan. As you can tell, like I kind of got into Danganronpa because of Ace Attorney. I finished Ace Attorney, the trilogy, way back when I was like a kid. Like as it was released, I finished all the games. I didn't like. There was no such thing as a bundle back then. It was just like, I got it, played it as it was released. So playing a Stormblood. Ooh, you're just my friend actually. You might like one of my friends who comes on my stream often. He also streams, but lately he's been having like laptop issues, so he hasn't been able to stream. He is the one that I know that is still quite into Danganronpa. Also, I know most of my Danganronpa news from him. We met through Danganronpa actually. Fun fact. My favorite character was Gundam Tanaka. He's my favorite Danganronpa character. But also for Final Fantasy 14, Stormblood's pretty good. I'm currently like at post Shadowbringers. People are kind of like grabbing me because they're just like, I need to know when you reach patch 5.3, and I'm like, okay. That'll be like my next stream though. My next stream is on Friday for Final Fantasy. But yeah.
However, I will say one thing.
The games are kind of like those are like the games I play like kind of more regularly. I have other games I haven't like actually finished playing, but I do still play on stream, like Call of the Lamb. I had Final Fantasy 15 as well at some point. I also have some other games that I just like I don't have enough time to go through all of them. Yes, I have played the Persona games. Well, okay, I have quote-unquote played the Persona games. I kind of was the player 2 of my friend who played the Persona game. So like they played through the game that like they physically were holding the controller. I was just there on the side watching everything. Like 3, 4, 5. I basically played 5. 4 I watched the anime. My friend showed me the anime. So I mentioned Persona. Hi Nays. 3 I think at 3 I watched the movie or the anime, but I did see the reload. I did watch some people play the reload. Yeah, I mean, if you look at my chat box on the left, my entire overlay is very inspired by Persona, specifically 5. I like the way that they use the pop color. So as you can see, my overlays and actually my chat box is basically Persona 5 inspired. I really like the movies and television adaptation. Yes, agreed. The movies and the anime, like, obviously they don't carry the exact same story, like emotional beats as the game, because it's just by pure nature of the format of the media being different. But it does, from what I can tell, it really does like capture everything. And it was after I watched the anime that I started watching like gameplay, like the cutscenes and stuff like that. Persona 5, I basically know the game, right? Persona 5, I didn't even watch the anime, I just watched the game. I just basically was a player 2 of somebody's gameplay. But 3 and 4, I watched the media, I watched the movie, and then I watched some people go through it like as a gameplay. So, more or less, while I did not play the game myself, I actually have Persona 5 on my PC, I just haven't gotten around to playing it. Persona 5 Royal specifically, I haven't gotten around to playing. I know the story, I know everything, but I just haven't played it physically. But I know the story. I know all the things about Persona 3, 4, 5. I just haven't physically played it myself. Kind of like back in my walkthrough eras, because I don't have a console. So, and the things back then, I didn't really have my own computer. So I didn't really have the chance to play my own games. Because the only computer that we had in our house was my father's work computer. And the only thing on that was like Solitaire. Hope we have a good time at Battle because Shiny when it wants to be. Oh, for like Persona? Yeah, I've seen my friends play it as well and like battle through it. I've seen like so many like battles to the point where it's like I kind of get it. Baton passing, like the elemental changing, making sure you like like build your persona, like the character, not the characters, like persona, the actual personas to have the skills you need and just swap between them.
One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie. By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher.
There's just so much like IRL like references in this like sequel to Air the Somnium Files where it's just like, okay, there's a lot of science. It's not a classy looking thing, somewhat unnerving but classy. Agreed. It's this, the Nirvana initiative has been making me think so much about the sciences of everything. Whereas in AI the Somnium Files, it did still, you know, base itself around the sciences, but you didn't have to go into the nitty gritty like physics, chemistry, biology, all of that. So, yeah, and if I will start to go on tangents and start talking about what I predict is like what they're trying to talk about. And you'll see me trying to like sit down and like make sense of the sciences. There's just so much stuff. Like when they were going like about like intermolecular and intramolecular, I was like connecting the dots so much. I was like, okay, where is this leading? What is this useful for? And technically, you kind of don't need to know about it, because like not only do they explain it, they kind of like once they give you the hard part, all the technical terms, they give you the very, very rounded up summary for the most like working class people to know what it means, which is nice. But it's like, if you know, then you get like an extra layer of like belief in the game, and also you kind of start to realize where the logic is headed, and you can kind of like start being like, I see the foreshadowing. Because when I went through AI the Somnium Files blind for the first time, I've gone through it blind all the time. You just like the amount of foreshadowing and like me realizing you have to jump back and forth is crazy. I was like, this is so interesting, so fun, and it makes you like really remember what really have to like, you need to carry on the knowledge from each different, you know, chapter, for lack of a better way to say it.
However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi.
What? That is not how you pronounce that name. That is not how you pronounce Zhuangzi.
This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it.
See, the thing about like these kinds of beliefs is that I think it's a specific fallacy. I don't know what the fallacy is called, but it's basically when you believe in something, you will start to find reasons that it's true. Even if it's not necessarily the case and it could just be coincidence, but it's because you are actively looking for it, then it appears. It's a fallacy. So this is not just about like cultish or whatever nonsense. This happens all the time. This especially happens like one of the simplest ways that this fallacy occurs is like, if you believe that a certain person is bad, you will just start to find out every reason that they are bad. You will start to attribute everything they do to being bad. Even if, let's say, if you did not hold that precognition that they are bad, those traits, quote unquote, that you see of them are just regular traits. This fallacy is very common. So it's like, this is kind of how like cults are.
The holographic principle, theory of relativity. The measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
One jam. Run. Sorry, my Tamagotchi. Oh, so much science.
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before. Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface.
What?
In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane.
Wait, why? Holographic principle. Light cannot escape a black hole. Information is also the same. You cannot escape a black hole. Okay. But black holes are like... None of the amount of information in the same ways. Okay, so... Amount of light... Okay, let's base information of light. So amount of light trapped in this way, where it's stuck in a black hole, is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Okay, this is new to me, because I've never heard about this principle before. But okay, I mean, I get it. It's just saying that it's like trapped in a 2D plane.
Just like a hologram.
Just like a hologram. Look at this visual.
Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls,
My God,
you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity.
it's Mario.
However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world. Only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
Okay.
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
Okay, there's no extra information about this. Okay. Okay. Alright. Nice watch. I'll do this later.
I'd like
Just
to
see all
ask
the
you
information
one
first.
thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans. Do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world? And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well, somewhere out there, probably.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with three possibilities. 1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality.
What? What?
2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Sorry, the double negatives in English text confuses me sometimes. Create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. Okay, yeah, it can't be distinguished from reality, so this is... okay.
Are you saying it's silly?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains. That civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Puts on foil hat. Honestly, this is very like... Alright, we're going into theories. We're going into things that make very interesting game plots.
Yeah.
Really, the simulation in the real world may be a simulation itself, kind of like a Matryoshka doll. Just so you know, I'm not saying I believe simulation theory. Simulation theory isn't too credible because of this Matryoshka aspect. Yeah. So it's like, if you agree that the world is like a simulation in this aspect, and it's simply because of the fact that it literally boils down to the fact that like it can exist. Like, if you take away all the word bloat, all the verbose explanations, that theory argument solely boils down to the simple sentence of it can exist because it's likely. It's literally just the argument of it could be. But is there evidence to prove it? It literally just boils down to it could be. It's literally like, source, trust me, bro. So, sorry, I'm very critical. Not because I hate it. I'm critical because I like to think about it. And I like to simplify in a way where I can, you know, where I can like understand it and then I'll decide what's my stance on it. So that specific theory is very like, it can exist because it just can. Like the explanation of it can, it's like if you ask somebody why would this exist, and it just boils down to it can exist. So it's like, okay. It's like on its own, right? It doesn't do anything. You need the other stuff to start like making sense of it. Like when you connect all the dots, right? Which is fair, because you know when you do mysteries, you do detective stuff, especially like you do like, you know, detective solving the case, right? Hi Devi! I'm going off on a tangent. So when you do like all the like detective solving a case, right? You do connect points that don't necessarily seem related, but also at the same time, it's like, if you believe in something, you will forcefully find a way to tie everything together, right? And that also causes like, you know, misinformed decisions. But also at the same time, if you have the criticalness of mind to be able to differentiate what is projected theory with weak connections versus what are strong connections, then it makes sense. It's like you can't prove it and then you can't unprove it. Exactly. So that's basically the crux of that, the Swedish philosopher's theory. But then again, they are just a philosopher. The thing about philosophers is that most times they don't actually have solid evidence, like solid evidence. They will need to pull from other rules to make sense. That's why they're called philosophers. They usually just kind of like think about philosophies and they'll just come up with something. Not everyone is credited. Like I'm not saying all philosophers are full of bullshit, because some philosophers have like come up with ideals or like come up with theories or thoughts, right, that even modern day people still like either believe in or follow. Not saying they're good, bad, wrong, or right. That's just the whole nature of philosophies, where it's just like, what if this could be the reason for this? And that's basically it. But in this case, it's like, okay, I don't see how this helps her argument. It's just like, it could exist, but also it could not exist. It's so like, okay. But also then when you talk about the holographic principle is the one that I'm a bit like, my brain is not big enough for this. I have not studied like astronomy enough for this shit. Also oh my god, wait, Devi, I forgot. I need to tell you something. Okay, back to stream. Yes, sir. I have to DM you. it's like I have to DM you, cause it's, yeah, I have to DM you about it. Okay, anyway, holographic principle. All information in this universe is encoded in a. Okay, cause gravity does not actually exist in the game world. Only code is written by a program. I'm just like, you go from this to this, and I'm just like, I don't see the bridge. I'm so confused. I do not see the bridge. Maybe I'm just stupid. Because I could be stupid. Like, I have this thing where it's like, I think so much about the small details that I'll just not see the big picture and I'll be like, I'm stupid. I don't see what they're trying to tell me. I'm so stupid. Like, I mean, I know like they're saying like, yeah, okay, everything is stored in like a single flat plane, kind of like codes on like a screen, right? Instead of it being like physics and everything, these codes on the screen mimic like whatever. All this information is in a 2D space kept within a certain area of the program, and it's technically doesn't exist in a 3D world because it's stuck in a 2D plane. Okay. Ah. Okay, I guess that's what the holographic principle is. It's kind of like a hologram. I guess. Okay, what's next? I'm getting sleepy.
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Ladies contracted to save so much VMC making bank. So true. I wonder if the voice actor for her actually knows what she's saying. I think the voice actor will just be like, what? It's a very interesting thing though. Like obviously like before AI the Somnium Files, the Run Initiative, I would not at all think about this. Actually, well, I wouldn't not think about it. I've thought about it before. I'm like, what if it's just a game? It's a very simple thing. We were all just like, guys, what if you're just living in a game? It's a very common like meme joke we tell each other, right? So it's not like we don't think about it, but it's like all the theories that actually kind of like feed this thought is being pieced together by this game, and it's just stuff you never thought about before. Like, that's a cool theory. I didn't know it existed in real life. I didn't know this principle existed. To the point that like, because they explain it so well, you actually have to physically search it up to be like, wait, is this actually a real thing, or is this game just making it up for the sake of game, right? Because it sounds very realistic. That was me when I was playing like AI the Somnium Files, like the first game, right? And I was just like, okay, is this actually real information? Like, is this actually a real theory, or is it just a specifically within the game's, you know, theory that they made up out of nowhere? Like, is it fiction or is it non-fiction, right? It makes you think about it. AI the Somnium Files really crosses that middle ground of like fiction and non-fiction, where it's like so much of the stuff is based on fiction, that but the little push, that little exaggeration pushes into fiction. To be fair, calculation is often said to be the language of the universe, commenting on Ryuki's statement. Yeah. So it actually kind of is, yeah. Like Ryuki in this sense is kind of wrong because everything in the universe is more or less actually kind of like, you can kind of calculate it if you're big brain enough to comprehend and simplify it to make it something that we understand, which is why mathematics is so powerful. Math, to me, is very fun, but for the love of God, I cannot understand or do math. I love math as a theory, but I, for the love of Christ, cannot calculate for the life of me. You give me a bloody integer and like some differentiation and you throw it in some quadratic equations and I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? You know, I'm like, I'm stupid.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon.
Yes.
Only what observers see and experience.
Ah, so that's what she's saying.
Take the measurement problem in quantum theory.
Yeah, this is this double slit experiment. This is real. This one I know is real. If you guys don't know what the double slit experiment is, it's very interesting.
It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed. For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave.
So cool, right? It is.
Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass.
Double slit experiment is like super cool. So like I'm gonna quickly like TLDR what it actually kind of like, cause the game kind of tells you the results of it, but like the double like slit experiment is like when you, I think, was it like when you shine? Yeah, light acts a wave. And like, if you observe a particle, right, it acts in a specific way, but when you're not looking at it, it changes. So that's basically the whole thing about the doubles experiment. It's like, somehow, light, when you're observing the particle, it works a certain way. But when you don't look at it, it changes, which is very interesting. Very, very fun stuff. We're getting to the nitty-gritty. Makes sense. Observe as ways and not observed. Yeah, this part. Very interesting. Because like at the same time, like when we, I mean, I guess in like when you start learning about sciences and chemistry, I think particles and all that is under either physics or chemistry. I believe this would be under physics. You know, like particles, the kinetic energy, you know, the way that the kinetic energy causes it to move. Particles like bumping into each other, like how packed they are, it causes like solid, liquid, gas, and the fourth one is I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the fourth like form of it is called. Because I know there's a fourth one, but you don't really learn that in initial like physics and chemistry. It's like, yeah, you don't really like you learn that like this is this and that is that, but the more you delve into the sciences, you realize there's a lot of different gaps. Nothing is ever black and white when it comes to physics, chemistry, like the sciences. Nothing is ever black or white. It's just that when you learn about it for the first time, it seems very black and white because they don't want to confuse you. The part that gets confusing and like needs a more intricate level of understanding of the sciences is when it tells you like, okay, this is no longer black and white. This is something that really depends on the environmental factors and it can change. Even if you understand it some certain way, the understanding of that can change if based on other science, you know, things affecting it. This one makes sense so cool and the ones makes it so interesting. Exactly. I love how we're just like nerding out. Like we're just nerding out right now, like adjusts glasses. Like, I don't know. Yeah, the Somnium Farm really makes me like nerd out because I love like theorizing. If it isn't clear, if you get me thinking, I will keep thinking. I like thinking. Maybe I think too much. Maybe I need to stop thinking. My problem is I don't stop thinking. I just keep thinking. Sorry, I hit something. My things, they fell. No. Wait, hold on. Let me try to put this back. No. No. Okay, there you go. Sorry. I was trying to grab some water. I knocked it on my shelf and some stuff just started falling off it. Yeah, middle school is like, there's only 3 types of matter. Just later, did you know there's actually a 4th type of matter? Just like, huh? Like, huh? It's so interesting. Like, it's like, okay, I did not take further sciences, so I am speaking out of my ass. Okay, take this with a grain of salt. I did not pursue further sciences. So, fuck at the time. That's fair. I did not pursue further sciences, so all I know about the sciences is really what they taught you like as a base, right? Everything else I've learned or what I'm saying has been through life experience, happening to see on YouTube, you know, like now you just go online and it's like somebody will just be like, have you guys ever heard about this? And you're just like, oh, I'll buy it. I'm gonna take a look, you know? So, I might be speaking out my ass. Most of my information that I am saying is stuff that I learned informally, not formal education. Okay, so take all my words and all my theories with a grain of salt. I am speaking genuinely out of my ass. Okay. Mass, yeah, this. Okay.
Time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs.
This is really cool that they're like relating like processing speed to, you know, like when something becomes too big to even handle, like gravity starts fucking like going wild and shit.
That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite.
So the speed of they're saying the speed of light is our maximum, like the highest, biggest. Well, let me explain the double slit experiment. We shoot a ray of light toward a board with 2 slits with a screen. Oh, they actually explain it here. Screen behind it. This causes the rays to be distorted to look like stripes. This is because the light has a property of a wave. And what would happen if we shot light molecules one at a time? The light molecules will show up as a dot on the screen. By continuously doing this, the stripes reappear. Why is this? The light molecules are only being shot one by one, so the board shouldn't have an effect. This experiment was done using a detection device to see which slit the molecule went through. This starts to disappear, only 2 lines appear on the screen. Isn't that interesting? When it's not being observed, they appear as wave, but as soon as you try to observe it, they appear as lines. This is just of the detection problem in molecular theory. Hi Mabel, thank you for the lurk. It's our max RAM. Yeah, it's our max RAM. So interesting. Like, I kind of want to do the experiment for myself so I can like physically see what's going on, but I'm pretty sure someone has done a YouTube video of it already. These sort of look like stripes. Ah. Okay. That's weird. Okay. So interesting. Okay, my Tamagotchi requires. So it'd be cool to do it in person to really experience it. Yeah, it's like when you. Okay. It's okay. They're like, hey, do you want to go have a therapy talk right now? You must be going insane. All right. Oh, guy attacked. I used to do some of my own experiments in my room, right? And occasionally I've gotten in trouble because my mom will come in and she'll just be like, what the fuck is this? Because I'll have something destroyed on accident and I'll just be like, I was trying to see if this would work. My mom will be like, I once flooded something on accident because I was trying to do a stupid experiment. And then I was a kid, okay, I was a kid. And I destroyed my favorite toy, so I was like crying and I was like, hey, I burnt it. I literally burnt it through, like it was like I somehow managed to. I didn't understand how much heat it would create, so I started burning something. My mom was like, what the hell? And she's just dumped the whole thing into the sink. I was like, ah, relatable. Yeah, no, you learn by doing it, you know, right? You really learn by doing it. It's so funny.
They should really put more effort into not looking shady.
I'm very curious about the life advice. Let's see.
Worried about health?
They say that too.
Do you treat your body well?
I mean...
Huh? Aren't you young? Then eat and drink like crazy!
Isn't this supposed to be like good advice, Tama?
Eat tons of junk food covered in oil and artificial flavors.
What you need now is genetically modified corn, potatoes, tonkotsu ramen, large pizzas,
And fried rice from Pandora Express.
Not Pandora Express!
Now call Gooper Eats.
Oh my god, Cooper Eats. This is so funny. So you come in here like, okay, I'll buy it. If the game is like, hey, you wanna talk to someone? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll talk. And then they're just like, hey, go eat everything and ruin your body. I'm like, the reverse psychology is strong here, you know? Oh, it's funny. Yeah, that's a
I
nice
see.
one.
Then let us leave it at that.
Yeah, when Tokika's like, yeah,
In any case,
you must be tired.
there is no denying that the simulation theory is true.
There is every cause to say that. Okay, This is false. There is no denying that you cannot. There is no truth nor false, 100%. We just know that it can exist, but there is no 100% truth that it does exist. Okay. We cannot deal in absolutes here. The absolutes are what tricks you into believing in fallacies.
But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality.
Okay.
Because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
What? Hold on. What does emancipate mean? Set free. Okay. Got it.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide. Though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
Nah.
We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles.
That we are delving into the realm of the alright. Hello, cult.
Like reincarnation. Or even...
Oh, there she has a creepy sprite. Okay. Evangelion much, I know.
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Has this woman lost it?
Wild.
Ryuki, you were right.
What a face.
There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with Wingsync.
Okay, ad is starting soon, so I'm gonna snooze it so we can just continue. I say, but like, we gotta do it. Get in there. It's so funny if he has to do this every time. If he has to make this funny ass pose every time, they're gonna just be like, what?
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
No, it's such a funny Jodo reference.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through Wingsync.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind, using a regular sync.
You know, we love the pattern of, we do love the pattern of syncing with somebody and the next day we find out they died.
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from Boss.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
Okay.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you...
Riot would be like, okay, hear me out. Let me look into your mind real quick. We do live in a simulation. She'd be like, alright, bet. Like, hello?
Fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal? Look, Ryuki, please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then, let's begin.
The amount of times they say this and With Ryuki's personality so far, it's like really leading up to the fact that he kind of broke the rules at some point. Probably in the future.
I wonder if this is the nice president's room. It's really white though.
Let's make an acronym poem with the letters for nice.
You okay, Ryuki?
Where the hell is this coming from?
N.
Okay. N. Not that I know why.
A.
A. Angry.
I.
Incoming?
X.
Shingu River Ray.
Not that I know why. Angry incoming Shingu River Ray.
God.
Shingu River Ray. Such a kind animal.
Angered by humans polluting waterways, I guess.
What was that all about?
Somnium scan, activate!
This is such a quiet place. So empty and blank.
It really feels like... It really feels like this is true. It feels really like initial development of programming for textures came into play, right? This is just like no texture, so it feels very in line with Tokiko's vibe. Okay, but ads are calling my name again, so I think before we go into Somnium, let's run some ads real quick and then we can come back so we won't get interrupted midway of a Somnium. Alright. I will also BRB, get some more water because I ran out. And yeah. Gonna go BRB, order some lunch. I won't eat, but I'll just at least get the food coming. Yeah, see you guys in about 3 minutes? 3 minutes. Alright. At time. sorry. Alright. I found a whole trail of ants. So I had to go and investigate it, obviously, because you can't just like, I had to discover the source of it. I unfortunately could not discover the source of it. I don't know where the hell the ants go. So told my family about it, and just to be enemy subjugated. For the time being, yes. I smell like insect repellent. I am completely covered in the scent of insect repellent. Oh my god, my nose. My fingers actually. Oh, okay. From what I could see, I sprayed them all down. But because I couldn't see anywhere else that they had been, but like it kind of was weird because we didn't find. I didn't find actually where the food could have been. There's no food location there. I didn't see any biscuits, no crumbs. Everything was clean. So I don't know where the hell the ants are going. So we just went around, well, not we, I went around spraying everything. Everything. I went to the door, I went to the kitchen, I went to my sister's room, I went to my pet birds, I went to the table where we keep all our snacks. I sprayed everything. Yeah. So this always happens. The last time I went to like pick up water midstream, we found ants in the water. There were just ants floating in the water. I was just like, why are you gonna do this to me? I poured it out for myself to drink, and then I saw ants in it, and I'm like, bro. I was like, why? So Ant army is subjugated for now. Thankfully, hopefully no more comes in. We gotta find out where they came from. I know they came from like the main door, obviously. So I sprayed that area down even if I couldn't see it. But where they were going to, I could not find out. So I just kind of like left it at that for now. Seem to be fine at the very least for now, I hope. Sorry, I'm like, I gotta like inform my family. My mom is the one that's the most like concerned because like, she's gonna be the one that has to do most of the cleaning. I killed all of them already. And I asked her like if she wanted me to clean them, but she said no, because she wanted to find out where the ants came from. So she's leaving them, she wants me to leave them there as bait. And I'm like, okay, okay. So, they're all dead. But they're just kind of, yeah. They're just, it's just a line of corpses and I'm like, alright. So I was like, dude, should I clean this? Mom, like, it's kind of, bruh. It's like, bruh. And then I was like, yeah, my mom doesn't want me to clean it up, so I'm like, okay. The way the avatar emotes alongside the keyboard classifier is Attorney vibes. It does. Actually, funnily enough, I have a PNG for Ace Attorney. Hold on, let me pull it up. Because unfortunately, my keyboard is so loud. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, my keyboard is so loud, so you get very used to this. You get very used to it. Okay, I can swap it out. Look. Look at me. Yeah, I love this PNG so much. It's so funny. I am just cosplaying Hosonaga. That's it. I love it. It's so funny. I use this PNG a lot, especially when I'm streaming while sick, so that people will actively know like I'm dying. Anyway, it's amazing. Thank you. The artist is Avalon. Where's they're in my credits panel. I don't remember exactly what's their. Wait. Avalon. Okay, I found their. This is if you wanna follow them, should be there. Yeah, okay, that's them. This is the one who drew it. They're a huge Ace Attorney fan, specifically of Herlock Sholmes. Yeah. Anyway, swapping us back to the actual PNG. Yeah, actually, sometimes we haven't been able to do it for a while, but we actually we're playing the Great Ace Attorneys together, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles together on my stream. But they recently got really busy, so that I haven't had the chance to like poke them about it again. So, wait.
Maybe that's Tokiko's mental
Yeah, let's
state.
continue.
Pretty eccentric. Hopefully we can find something here.
Looks like we can only interact with that ripped up book.
Right. Let's investigate.
Okay. I don't know what any of these are. I mean, I know what some of these are, but like I would say running, but what? Where this is? Truly. Right, let's go see what.
A book of nice teachings. Why is it ripped in half?
Does it say anything?
Yeah, just one phrase. The intersection between the warp and weft. The rest is ripped off.
I remember Tokiko saying something like that.
The intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur. Right?
I wonder what she meant by that.
Who knows? Why don't you join NICE to find out? Anyway, that's about all that we can get from this book.
All of something to. God, that's an eyeball behind her.
That's...
Is it here now?
When did this get here? This wasn't here earlier.
What does it say?
That's where the seam can occur. Combining it with the book from earlier, the intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur.
That's exactly what Tokiko said. If it's coming out in her somnium, it must hold some significance.
Oh.
That's just what we saw in the wink sink.
They're just staring at each other ominously. Oh. 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 Again? We saw the seam. And she looks at me, and I look at him, and she looks at me, and I look at him. I'll have something into her writing in there.
I can't really make out what happened, though. I did see Gen, I think.
Seam.
It was just really chaotic.
She lost again.
Maybe the key to solving this somnium has to do with what we found in the NICE book.
The intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur. that will help us?
Okay, I don't know what whiffed means. What is whiff? Oh, it's like a... Oh, okay, there's a visual image. Oh, so like warp threads are like vertical whiffs on like the left and right. Okay, okay, okay.
I don't know about that. I don't see how that will help us right now.
I don't think it's completely unrelated, but...
The next suspicious thing is...
Do you see anything?
Not really.
Isn't it another room?
Seems a lot deeper. It was pretty shallow earlier.
Let's dive in.
What? Dive? Here?
Yeah. Where else would I be talking about?
But it's really deep. And Red, what if there's an angry Shingu River Ray in there?
Enough with the complaining. You don't even need to breathe. It'll be fine. Go for it.
Fine.
Why do you always gain this weird confidence during syncs?
Oh. I can swim.
That was surprising. All of a sudden, we're out of the water.
We fell from up there.
But we ended up in the same room. Oh look, the book again.
Very
Let's check
red.
it out.
Creepy. We're always diving to the minds of them so disturbed.
This one's not ripped. Just another single phrase. Where the black light gathers, sadness is born.
Where the black light gathers. Whoa, skulls? Why is Tokiko thinking about this?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9.
Wait, I sense something.
Oh.
What is this thing?
Huh. They're not doing anything. With this and the skulls, this is getting really creepy all of a sudden.
Maybe that's the black. Let's just search the room for now.
Yeah, if we can't find anything, we'll reread the book and think through our options again.
Where the black light gathers, sadness is born. Guy's gone.
It's a skull. It's normal sized.
Hey, Blobby! Hello! For those who don't know, I was playing Marvel Rivals with Blobby yesterday. How are you? How are you?
It's an adult skull. What is it doing here?
I'll allow something into her writing and the Blankasoni said to those teachings. What?
A skull. It looks ordinary.
Just woke, having my coffee and working from home today. Hey, hope you have a nice work from home day.
Is Tokiko into skulls?
Hi here.
Knowing her, I wouldn't be surprised if her house was filled with them.
All of her ideas are poured into her writing and the Blankasoni said guy here. He's looking at that skull? The hell?
This one is bigger and misshapen.
Oh.
Gen?
What is Gen doing here?
He looks like he's in pain. Why?
Oh my god, the eyeball is back behind her. No. Is he getting bullied? Oh, become a statue.
Huh?
Remove the met.
Disappeared. I wonder what the relationship between Tokiko and Gen is.
What was that?
Ryuki, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like the book was the hint. Where the black light gathers, sadness is born.
After the sync, we need to ask Tokiko about Gen.
Terrifying. Thank you. We're gonna go into here as like a mini. Tokyo has something, something, and something. Little body. Oh. That's the
Did you
kid.
see that? It became Shoma for a split second. Maybe Tokiko is related to him as well.
Why Shoma? Tama, make chase! Throw yourself in the water!
You make it sound like I'm committing suicide. Okay, here I go.
No, wait. I missed the Easter egg. Let me back. Wait. No. Okay. Never mind. Wild.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes remaining.
It's the same room again. But this time, the room itself is underwater too.
Everyone's doing okay today. Like last night, I stayed up really late.
If this is the same as earlier, there has to be something related to Shoma.
Really late doing like Marvel Rivals review because I wanted to get better at Marvel Rivals. For those who don't know, actually, me and Blobby, we are both on opposing teams, but we're both participating in the Marvel Rivals Vtuber tournament. And we had a scrim last night, so we were like kind of practicing and trying to help each other get better. Yeah. And then I opened Monster Hunter Wilds beta. Even though I knew I had to stream today. My friends were all on and I was like, okay, I promised. You do have it.
Is this?
No, not the Mon Hun. I love Monster Hunter. I used to be. What the fuck? Is that a current? It's pushing me along. Yeah, there's cards. God.
It says, where the water and ideas flow, love is born.
More metaphors, huh? It must be some kind of hint, like last time. It's a hand. And this.
Oh my. Bro.
The non-upal X symbol.
One sounds great though. I'm hyped for the release. I'm worried about the time sync though. Same, because when I was super into Monster Hunter World, I played it every single day. I have almost 250, 260, 70 hours of that game for Monster Hunter World. So I'm afraid like, oh, Wilds is gonna make me sync
I remember
again.
Tokiko mentioning it.
But it seems a lot of fun.
I'm curious about the water and ideas flow part.
Anyway, let's check inside.
Yeah, if we get stuck, we can read the hint again and figure it out.
There's a part in the writing and the rules of this dream are starting to head to those teachings. Okay. Think Harder is so funny. Okay, bring me here, and then this one's gonna bring me over here. I think it ends here.
How should I check? High five?
Just think harder forehead,
In
truly.
Rome. How about making the same hand sign?
Huh? The light is gone. Maybe we did something wrong?
Anyway, let's check the others.
Okay, go has something, something, and something completely within. Okay. Maybe I gotta do it at wherever the water flow ends. So like, here's one.
Huh?
Anyway,
And something resides completely within. Maybe I'm doing it the wrong order. Okay, let's start from the very beginning. Hit this button? Okay, so that pushes you all the way through this one.
It lit up.
This world is a lie. Do you understand?
was that Tokiko's voice?
It sounded like she was talking to someone.
Miko has lost something and resides complete, or lost reasoning and resides completely within the mind. Okay, so I'm guessing I gotta do it in the correct order. Kind of fucked up because I did it the opposite way. I thought it was just go straight for the end, but apparently I gotta do it in the very specific order. I'm just gonna let myself get pushed over, since it kind of saves on time actually.
Too bright.
It's silent. You will follow my orders.
Tokiko's voice again.
I wonder who she's talking to. She can't be talking to herself.
4 minutes remaining.
Actually. I mean, I know how to solve it. I just don't know if I should unlock the rest of it.
Let's transcend this world together.
Wait, she must be talking to
Ryuki, look! Outside the window.
Shoma.
Shoma?
Okay.
What's going on?
Her holding Gen and Shoma's head is like she must have blackmailed maybe Gen, and then Shoma she probably like cause he solved the riddle.
So she does have a relationship with Shoma.
Maybe what we heard earlier was for Shoma too.
Love is born.
Let's think about it later. Look at that.
Huh.
It looks painful.
I have a bad feeling about this. Follow it.
Kind of scared. It's what I'm gonna find at the bottom. No. Why is she T-posing? I was like, what's that noise? Oh, she's T-posing. Alright. Okay.
It's the same room again, but vertical?
This is really messing with my sense of balance. How far does this room even go?
Another book. Hopefully this is the last.
It says, When the eyes are met, death is born.
Death? Tokiko is getting more and more suspicious.
Maybe our focus should be on knives. The book and an eyeball.
Do you think that's what is meant by eyes are met?
Maybe it's talking about me.
You are an eyeball. Tama, why don't you lock eyes with it?
Are you trying to kill me? It said death is born.
She's got lungs of steel. Thankfully, she doesn't have to breathe.
Then, when the eyes are met is...
We're currently, okay, for context, if you don't know what AI the Somnium file is, right now we're in what is called a sync, where we delve into somebody else's mind. We're currently playing as Ryuki. You see his red eye. That red eye is actually the anime girl that you see on the screen. She's an AI eyeball, that just helps him do stuff. So right now, since we're in the other person's subconscious, she's basically our quote-unquote avatar. And she's doing stuff on his behalf. Yeah.
a big eyeball.
Like I said, so what's it gonna...
And spin.
I set the eyes to face each other.
Yep. Seems Tokiko's... This orientation is killing me. Is there a red book up there? I don't mean to upskirt her. Oh my god. Oh. EP Tamagotchi. What ability might be useful against old men? What is this? Somersault kick from your trap. Schmidt style backbreaker. Why? So funny. Oh, it's the most unhinged questions for no reason. What's up there? I mean, I know the book eyes need to... Oh, maybe... I don't want to upskirt her.
You have 3 minutes left. Get it together, Ryuki.
Right.
The red book. This book is
Open...
open. There are 2 eyes. Ryuki, if you're stuck, why don't you read the first book again?
It has lost blank and her mind resides completely within. Okay. Oh. Come on, the eyes are open there. I thought opening the book would connect it there. Okay, whatever. Think harder. It's so funny.
A close. I'm gonna open it. There are eyes symbols.
That's it?
Yep.
It might be related.
Look at us all lost all sense of emotions. Why is the door not... Okay. You know what? If it's gonna be like that, I'm just gonna ignore the books. Wait, I want that thing.
This.
Alright,
And I...
Is this what I...
thinking deeper seems Tokiko's.
It's a red...
It hasn't...
It's... Got it.
He's gonna get mad at me. Oh. Oh! Oh. Okay, so I have to close the book to make the...
So, did we make the eyes...
Because also microphone from Nirvana. It has negative side effects. See? Use if you get one, so be careful. Okay.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
A red.
It was 18. Yeah, I'll just close that.
Got it.
I thought it would be open the books to show the eyes, but I guess it's closing it. Alright.
This should do it.
A new book.
When the eyes are met, death is born. Death. Tama, let's check that out too.
It's a new book of this time it's closed.
You have to kind of open it. Not the ×9. That's wild. It's getting insanely expensive.
Huh? A mirror.
Oh. Oh. Psychological jump scares. Alright. She's hella disturbed. That's all we know.
What was that?
So many people. What is Tokiko thinking?
We have 2 minutes left and we still have so much to go. I'm kind of afraid we won't have enough time to hit it. Guess we're being drained out.
So you want me to dive in again?
Tama, go!
Well.
Thought I was gonna fall forever.
You got some balls, Tama.
Thanks.
Thanks.
But there's nothing here.
Nothing there.
Doesn't look like we can learn anything here.
Hmm?
Oh, book.
That's...
See that? The fuck is that?
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
Shit, I'm gonna hit the overtime because I don't have time left.
At the end of an incomplete world, truth is born.
Also, sorry, there's stuff going down. Okay. Yes, thank you. Red tear. Thank you, Blobby. Oh.
That's...
Monuble X.
Symbolic of what? Don't know. Yep. Don't know. I don't even think I can get there.
Let's go.
I don't think I'm out of time, aren't I?
30 seconds left.
That is. Am I not out of time?
Ryuki, you're out of time!
Oh yeah, I'm out of time. Hmm. Guess I retry? Except for the very beginning, I think.
I can't really make. Maybe
I don't know.
You couldn't do it. I believe you a failure. Fox, shut up. Okay, let's see. Good luck though, thank you. I already know this. I can try ignoring that and go straight for the last one. This is all. Let's see. Okay, this should save quite a bit of time, hopefully. My weakness with visual novels is when I'm like, oh yeah, I know the answer already, and then you go straight for the answer, and then the game is like, you did not go the right way that I wanted you to go, and I'm like, okay.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Is it this one first? Yeah. This one's first, right? No, this one's coming from here. Ah, yeah, no, it is the correct one.
How should I check? High five?
You know, to show like, yeah, right? Like it's third grade math. Stop. It's 18 original by accident. I blame you. What did I do? I didn't do anything. Okay, let's see. Kind of pretty. She is pretty. I'm gonna let the stream carry me to save as much time as possible. Nothing could stop me. How was I supposed to know? Let's see. It's 10 pulls worth. That's not my problem. Oh, ad's about to start. Oh my god, we've been here for a while.
Four minutes remaining.
Okay. Hello.
Okay, so what's...
Kudo's thoughts are more clear. Okay, then ignore that one. That one's already closed. I don't do anything to that. Just kind of this one right there.
It's God.
Not the negative timies, whatever they call it.
And I
Timies, yeah. Rather music has more
You
horrifying,
have
right?
3 minutes left. Get it together, Ryuki.
arrest. Got it. It's this.
Starting in a few. I'm just gonna try and snooze it. See if I can push it back. Nope, never mind. It did not let me do that. It just said that's gonna start soon. Alright. Well, if it happens, it happens, I guess. Sucks. Come on,
Ryuki,
please.
less than 2
Whose somnium
minutes
is
left.
this? Is Tokiko
Be careful.
Somnium. Am I even getting closer? I am getting closer. Jesus, how much swimming do I have to do? I'm gonna get a somnium. Oh wait, okay. One. Very freaky somnium.
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
Look, man, if I didn't have to swim so far, I'd be done by now.
I'm going to. Is it some kind of planning sheet? It says Nirvana Initiative.
Oh, title drop, Nirvana Initiative.
The Nirvana Initiative.
Awesome Nirvana. Yeah, she's
Okay.
kind of
There's
pretty,
too
but
much
also
black
she's a
out.
nutcase.
Come on, isn't there anything else?
Roll credits!
Ryuki, we're almost out of time.
Wait, try reading more of it.
Computer, please.
You did. Nirvana. Ryuki chapter 2. Okay, I'm gonna let the ads run. Because it's yelling at me. It's like, you need to run ads now or we're gonna run it randomly for you. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's not do that. Okay, let's wait for the cutscene to be finished and then we'll run the ads. Yukiko is just okay to be here.
Miss Shigure, I've taken a look inside your mind using this machine.
Okay. Yeah, but okay. We'll run ads. We'll run ads real quick, and we'll be back after ads. So I'll go to BRB again. I'll use the bathroom and check on the ants in my kitchen. Okay, I'm back. All the ants are still dead. My whole house still smells like insect repellent. Let's see. Because Sandy so relaxed that she wasn't outed, right? Oh, let's finish the first game, right? Yes, I did finish the first game, but it was over 4 years ago that I finished the first game. Way before I even was a streamer. Way before I even considered being a streamer. Not like any of the things happen in Summer can be used in court. They're just info polls, not evidence. It's true. It's true. Why is Pewter not in prison? Okay, so I messaged it. Not messaged it. I went to talk to Pewter to ask like, hey, why are you not in prison? And apparently, Boss went to bribe. Boss bribed the officials to not put Pewter in prison. That's literally what it implies. I was also very confused. I was like, aren't you supposed to serve time for how being an accomplice to the father of Mizuki and not saying, I don't know, Kasi Boss hot and spicy. Yeah. I was very confused. So yeah, because I tried to like, I was like, oh yeah, so Pewter is basically in Boss's debt, so that's why Pewter is on his best behavior. Hi, Pewter.
You don't have to explain. The images shown in Somnium are all displayed here in the control room. Tokiko Shigure is not a suspect. We can't detain her without clear grounds to do so.
So we have to release her. I guess we have no choice.
I haven't seen her.
Well, not like Pewter hasn't entered the train while he's gone. He can't be replaced. Exactly. That's why Boss needed Pewter to stay around, because Pewter is the only one that's qualified really to handle
She
this.
probably hasn't arrived at Abyss HQ yet.
I'll look around and see if there's anything else I can look at. Just in case. Okay, nothing else? She doesn't seem phased, okay. Yeah.
Do you know someone named Gen Ishiagane? He appeared in your dream.
Oh, pleading the fifth.
Shoma Enda. I know you know about him. Can you tell me about your relationship with him? The Nirvana Initiative. Is it some sort of plan?
She's unfazed because she
It
has...
seems you have many questions for me.
She's unfazed because, like, even in the Somnium, we saw the logs where, like, she's basically more or less emotionless. She lives in a state of nirvana. Which is why, so, like, even though she's caught, she's just, like, completely unfazed. She's like, haha, what are you gonna do about it? I'm like, okay. There's nothing we can do about it, because unless we find, like, physical evidence, this just, like, gives us leads. It doesn't really give us stuff we can use in court. Because even this is, like, secret. We can't... There's no, like, official documentation of this device, I don't think. Like, outside of Abyss. And even to, like, force these people to go into these chairs, like, Boss has to, like, pull strings. Oh, I say like this by a spoiler. Yes. Shh. Yes, I'm completely blind. I did not even watch the trailer. No, not even the trailer.
But I apologize. I'm afraid I have prior engagements. Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
10 o'clock
I would
tonight.
be happy to share more information with you then.
She's gonna die before then, isn't she?
Now,
In this
you'll
route, at
excuse
least.
me.
I think we'll go for one more chapter and we'll probably end stream, because it is about time for my lunch. So whenever my
Wait,
lunch arrives, we'll
Where's
end.
Pewter?
He went to see Tokiko off.
I see. So, what do I do now?
Figure that out yourself.
What? Okay, it's just, what do I do now? Okay. Go eat pancakes, become a major league ball player. No. I mean, obviously he's this, but like... This is funny.
You think this is a damn joke? Don't make me sentence you to a panting!
Fuck is
What?
that?
What is that?
Maybe I don't want to know what that is.
I know. I'll become a major leaguer.
Yeah, good luck with that.
She's so mad. Okay, sorry. I'm just fucking around with the choices.
They already did that yesterday. No more for a while.
Oh.
Why not? Come
Oh.
on, just a little bit.
Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, alright, Ryuki.
That Somnium earlier again appeared. And Shoma did too.
So Tokiko definitely knows them. And yet...
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
Yasudo S and M version was weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I'm like, it's one thing to be... Okay, let's like to refer to the first game. It's one thing to be a Date and an Aiba. So like Date is like, you can tell it's obviously a pervert, right? And Aiba's like constantly telling him off. But like, it's another thing to have like an established like very weird SM, like kind of like there but not there between the two main character. It's a bit like, and the thing is just like Ryuki's young, isn't he? He's young. Like Date is like, alright, he's like 30, but actually we find out like later on he's like 40 plus, which makes sense, you know. But like that's like wow. They should have in their 20s. They're like 20 or something. Yeah, Ryuki's like 20 something. Meanwhile, Date is like 30, 40. Okay, well, Date's body wasn't that old, but like Date himself, like himself was like 40 later on. Like we found out he's like 30, 40, which makes sense for like the way he acts, right? But like, he's like 20. And then there's like, I didn't mind the dynamic swapping where it's like, instead of the main character being the pervert, now it's the Aiba, the bald Tama being the pervert. It's like, okay, it's like kind of like a symbol, like a mirror of the first one, but it's a bit weirder when like, because like Ryuki also kind of leans into, like Ryuki sometimes is like, what the fuck? The other moments like Ryuki's like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm just like, pick a lane. Because Aiba had a very clear like, okay, she doesn't want any part of this. But like, Date did. But like in this one, it's like, they jump between yes and no a lot. Like Tama's design. Yeah. Not saying it's out of the realm of possibility for Ryuki to be like that and for Tama to be like that, but it's a bit weird sometimes where it's like one moment one moment one person is a heart no, the other person is a heart yes. The next moment they swap places and I'm like, it's not very clear cut what's happening, and it's just like, okay, why do I need to know this? It feels like I'm third wheeling this. Why am I third wheeling this? With Date and Aiba, it's very much like, it's very clear cut what their roles are. As far as I can remember about the game, Ryuki's perfect comes out of left field majority of the time, even serious. Exactly, yeah. Ryuki usually is like, he's the one saying no to like Tama, which is like what I was expecting. Yeah, like Date we expected from Date. Ryuki doesn't even like this time. Exactly, because Ryuki's constantly pushing back Tama's like weird comments and being like, huh. Like his expression changes to being like very tired. And then he makes the same comments and is like, okay. It feels a bit weird. This is just for me. It feels a bit, this is the one thing where I'm like, this doesn't seem to make sense for me. Date and Aiba was very clear cut. Like you expect it from Date. It's like, it's a constant thing where he's chasing after those magazines, quote unquote. And the fact that like using those magazines will make him do anything. You expect it from him. You from the very beginning, Date's personality is very clear cut off. He is a pervert. 100%. Ryuki, you were introduced to him as like being the more innocent guy, and then Tama's being the more like One-san, like the it's not Mama-san, it's a very like the older sister, but like very ish, like questionable vibes kind of thing. And then Ryuki just drops this randomly. I'm just like, why? Yeah, I suppose it's just random. I see, yeah, see, even as somebody like from Fox who knows the spoilers, it's like, it's just out of left field. We can just see more clear cut. Date is more clear cut. Date is like, you know he's a perfect. Ryuki's like, what are you saying, brother?
Tama, what time is it now?
A little past 1300. We have almost 9 whole hours until the appointed time.
Anyway, let's talk to Gen and Shoma.
Because didn't they also say like Ryuki's a very young member of Abyss because he graduated early because he got like a scholarship? So it's just really like out of left field. Like if he's gonna be a pervert, then like keep it consistent, you know what I mean? Like Date was a consistent pervert. I can't believe I'm saying this, but like I really enjoyed Date because it's very consistent with his personality. His personality is very consistent. With Ryuki, his personality is a bit all over the place, which to some degree is a trait of itself, but the perviness is just like completely unrelated. It's like I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Where are they now?
Well, I can't track down either of them. Either their phones are out of battery, their GPS is off, or they're somewhere without any signal.
To be fair, that is pervy. Oh, yeah, Date is a pervy old uncle. Ryuki, pervy kid. It feels weird though because like he's not really a pervy kid if you think about it, because every time Tama makes a very pervy comment, he just kind of like says like, why no, like he sounds like he's, you know, he's not entertained by it. But then the next moment he makes a comment about it and I'm like, why? Isn't he 20? Yeah, he's like 20 something. But that's the thing, like I still like Ryuki. It's just like because perfect he wants to be kind of a kid, but it's still out of the way. Yeah, exactly. It's like that, but it feels very weird. It just feels very weird. Very, very out of like place comments as well. It's like there is no like, okay, for example, we'll just take this scenario where Tama is asking him, hey, we just found out Gen and Choma were in their sink, in Tokiko's sink. What do we do now? And one of the options is to be a pervert. It's a bit like, why? It's a bit like, where is this coming from? There is no relation to this. At least with Date, it's like, you can tell he is thinking about it 24/7. With Ryuki, it's like, this is very out of nowhere.
Then we'll have to take a guess.
How much is a serious Ryuki? Haha, S&M. Yeah, it's very like, it's a bit tone deaf, I feel. It feels like it's there for the sake of being there. It's like they put it there for the sake of like, haha, hee hee, you know, kind of thing. It would make more sense if these kind of comments were being made when like there's an actual innuendo that's around. Like Tama makes the innuendos. And the thing is, it doesn't feel, okay, as much as I hate it, it doesn't really feel out of place because the innuendo is there and there's a logic behind it. Ryuki's out of nowhere. Like, what are you referring to, my guy?
Maybe Shoma is at school.
Like, you can't just make a random pervy comment and think it's funny.
No, he hasn't been there in a while.
He hasn't been going to school?
It seems not.
Well, I'll get to that later.
What do you mean you'll get to that later? Shoma might be in trouble, what the hell?
Then Shoma must be at home. Or...
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too.
At the rooftop amusement park at Misatan.
Gen is probably at his restaurant, or the warehouse district at the port. He once told me he loves the warehouse district, and that he goes there all the time to look at the sea.
I could think of why it could be his mental instability. Yeah, that was the thing I was referring to earlier, where it's like, I do get it, because we can tell that Ryuki is mentally unstable, right? And that's why his personality also kind of seems to shift a little bit here and there. But it wouldn't really make sense when it comes to the perverted. Oh, maybe it's a translation thing. Wait, maybe you're right. It might be, yeah, it might be a Japanese only language thing. Yeah, it could be that as well. It's definitely weird in English though. Definitely for like English, it's weird. But yeah, even if he's mentally unstable, he jumps way too wildly between like making these perverted comments and being completely like shutting down Tama. Like, it's a bit like weird. I feel like it'll be a bit more believable if it's like the comments that he makes are not that crazy. Like that S&M is very like, whoa, that is definitely heavy implications. If it's something like a banana, right? It's okay. Like it's a bit more mild and whatever, right? And it's like one moment you're like, oh, I don't really want to do this, and the next moment it's like, oh, look, funny banana, you know, kind of thing. And that will feel a bit more reasonable, not like go from like, oh, I don't want to hear about this, to straight up being like, do you want to do S&M? It's like, huh? It's like too big of a jump, you know what I mean? If it's a smaller jump, I definitely see it. Also because he's a kid. And you know, like, kids sometimes are, Yeah, basically about his purpose, like 0 to 100, yeah, right? It's like, if it's like 0 to 50, I get it. But the 0 to 100 is very jarring, yeah. Tama, I've come to expect it from now. But the fact that sometimes Tama has to tone Ryuki down makes me kind of like, okay. You
So
know?
we have 4 destinations to check. Let's get moving.
Shoma, the director of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori, was killed. Did you know about that?
Still a limo. Yeah, apparently the limo, okay, so like Ryuki mentioned, the limo was the last thing his parents could give to him. It was kind of like a hand-me-down, apparently. I was kind of like, that's a funny thing to keep as a memento from your parents, a goddamn limo. But I'm like, okay, we haven't learned a lot about Ryuki's past yet, so I can't really judge. Like maybe he's from a rich family, who knows? Ryuki's a rich kid. Yeah, right. I was like, it was like, maybe he's a rich kid, you know, I don't know much about him yet, so. I mean, scholarship, limo, it's like, he has all the makings of a rich kid. Scholarship and rich, smart kid.
Why are you asking me? Of course I know. A killer calling himself Terror did it. But he hasn't been caught yet.
That's why. I want you to help me. Help me uncover Terror's identity.
Okay, question for you. What do you call an older woman who can't keep her hands off you?
Why are we back here?
A masseuse.
No, the answer is cougar.
What? Come on.
Yeah, right? Where? Okay. The kotatsu must be cozy. As far as I know from being in Japan sometimes, they are so comfy, especially if it's winter or autumn, it's so comfy. Maybe that's why Ricky goes from 0 to 100, he doesn't know when to tone it down. He's rich, we should know how to read the room. Honestly, it's like, it's weird. Because if we use that logic, I would usually assume it's like, he's already like date levels of like pervert where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna just do this because I can't read the room, haha. But like, the 0 to 100 is like, I don't see how his logic thinks bringing that up in that specific scenario would be at all related. It's like, usually when you make perverted comments, right, there's a trigger. Like usually, there's usually a trigger for you to make an innuendo or like a perverted comment back. So in the sense of like date, obviously if you just, like date can just, if there's a hot woman in front of date, that's the trigger. Oh, it's not a joke. Okay, yeah, maybe. It's definitely weird. It could also like be boiled down to like, it could also just be like writing, because sometimes, I mean, maybe they just thought it was funny and to keep the same vibes as the original game, they made the comments like that just to keep the, you know, the same like, haha, perverted main character. Yeah, so it's a bit like, with date it was really funny, but I think they're trying too hard to be another date, you know, they're trying very hard to like keep the date-ness in this game because date was such a hit as a character.
Whew, this really takes me back. I remember playing with drawers when I was young. I would make stairs out of them and climb up.
Are you sure you're an AI? So,
I'm cuter.
what are you getting jealous for?
Ryuki, there's Doraemon inside the closet!
Yeah, okay.
It says it's okay to fall off the horse. You're a saddle after all. That's incredibly deep.
I don't get it.
Is it?
Is it?
It's a picture of Amino Uzume, the goddess of entertainment and laughter. A long, long time ago, when Amaterasu Omikami hid in the cave of Amano Iwato, the world was covered in darkness. Troubled, the gods had a meeting and decided to have Amino Uzume dance for them. And so, Uzume dropped her hips down low and danced her butt off.
Alright, Tama.
Swinging this way and that. Then the gods burst out into laughter. Amaterasu, who was hiding in the cave, said, "Huh? What's going on? Those people outside are partying it up. Man, I gotta get out there."
Oh, this is the first I've seen this expression. It's so cute.
Amaterasu quietly opened the cave and peeked outside. She was then yanked out from hiding, and light returned to the world.
Sir, this is your alarm. Get up.
Uzume is kind of amazing.
Ah, a true soul of a comedian. This is why she's known as the goddess of entertainment and laughter.
Okay.
Hitatsu are kind of erotic, aren't they?
How about what?
How so?
What?
Okay, question for you.
How about what the hell?
What do you get when you change the D's in Diddy to T's?
Please stop.
Did he?
Oh, come on, say it.
Oh my goodness.
What are you reading?
Probably porn.
It's a
Why?
book about robotics.
Ha! You see?
That's not pornographic at all.
But think about it. All the pistons and the lubricants and the shafts.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Not the robot fuckers, man. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Yeah. My god. Okay. That was fine. Okay, hold on. I want a wink sync. Because the thing is, I have had previous instances where I didn't wink sync. And I missed the chance to. But I'm also afraid because they mentioned that you can only wink sync once a day. And I don't want to do it. And like, what if I need it later kind of thing. The option is here, and I don't know if I want to click it, because I don't know if like it actually brings me into a wink sync, and what would I need, you know?
I had my phone turned off
Why?
because there was no reason to turn it on.
I heard you haven't been going to school. If you don't mind, could you tell me why?
I do mind, but can't you tell? I'm all alone. Just like that Jin person.
Jin?
I read about it online. He had been sick for a long time. I don't know what his condition is called or whatever, but it was some sort of chronic disease. He was sick since he was young. Stayed in the hospital for a long time, didn't have any friends. According to the article, he took his classes from the hospital. I felt bad for him. One is lonely enough as it is, but he's only one half. I'm sorry, but please don't ask about my dad. I don't want to be reminded of him.
Oh, okay. I kind of want a wink sync, I don't know if I should. I'm gonna do a quick save. I don't know if I can reload it, but... Ooh. Why is it all eels? I'm gonna try wing sync.
Why? Why me?
Okay.
What?
Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure. I think you might know her. Then what about NICE? Tokiko is the president of NICE.
Wait, is my food here? Oh, that was fast.
Why does that matter?
It matters. Terror is definitely related to the QR video. There's a high probability that the video was made by Tokiko, who's the president of NICE.
So what? Leave me alone. Please. I just want to be left alone. I don't know much about that video. I barely even watched it. I only know about Bats 490.
That reminds me, you haven't told me the details of Bats 490 yet. The rumor is, people who decoded that video message have gone missing. But they all left behind the same clue. I've learned the secret of the world, but you haven't disappeared. Why?
Don't ask me. All I did was decrypt the code. I didn't go anywhere. The only thing I know for sure is that Bats 490 is an ARG. It's just a game. But the Nirvana trial, on the other hand...
Nirvana trial?
It's a video that's been going viral. It was uploaded to Vtuber first, and then it blew up from there. A bunch of people who watched it have gone missing.
Ryuki, I found the video. Do you want to see it?
Another video.
No, I'll watch it later. This is more important right now. Just so I have the facts straight. This is completely different from the QR video and Bats 490, right?
I already told you, Bats 490 is just a game. No one really went missing, and it had nothing to do with the secret of the world. But the Nirvana trial is different. It's not just a game, it's real. There's something seriously messed up about it.
You've seen it?
No, I was too scared. But people are going missing, one after the other.
Tama, any information on these missing people?
There are about 90,000 people who go missing in Japan each year. That means, on average, about 1,730 people go missing each week. This week, there have been 1,880 missing persons reports filed. That's 150 more than the average, but I can't say whether that's related to the video or not.
That's insane. Those are some insane numbers.
Sorry, I need to go somewhere.
Wait, we're not done here.
You can keep the door unlocked. See ya.
If I remember correctly, the sad thing about those missing
I can't
cases
believe it. He actually left.
is some of them are people intentionally going missing. Yeah, I figured. And sometimes you just need to get away from a bad situation. I mean, which is why like missing persons report can also be filed like that. But yeah, like especially in something like Japan, yeah, I get it. I can kinda see it.
What kind of person goes out and leaves a stranger in his home?
Family adept, yeah. Speaking of which, I recently heard some really funny stories from some friends, which I don't think I can say on stream, but I've heard something similar to like running away from something. It's kind of wild. Just like it's truly we live in a world where things are possible. Is all I'll say. Just left.
Nothing we can do. Looks like we'll have to get moving too.
It's Nana.
You trying to sleep? Come on, please. I could stop here because actually it's kind of like an okay place to stop because I do want to go eat my lunch. I think I might want to go eat my lunch. Yeah, today is Tuesday. Yeah. All right. I think for now I will end stream. It's almost been 3 hours. If we don't want you here anymore. Okay. All right. But yeah. Lunch is here. Have fun, man. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for coming by. Let's go raid somebody. Let's go raid out. Ooh. Wait. Okay, let me see. I got so many friends online right now. Ooh, wait. Somebody I know is playing Marvel Rivals. I've never raided her before. She's actually someone I met by pure chance when we played Marvel Rivals like just randomly. And it turns out like I happen to play with her and like she happens to stream. So yeah, let's go raid her. Go say hi. All right. She speaks like Japanese, but she does know a little bit of English. So I think she should be say hi because she was typing to me in English when I was like playing. Yeah, let's go raid her. Puyopo. Let's go raid Puyopo. Take care, everyone. Thank you for coming to stream. Let's I don't know if this is okay. Let's just use one raid message. One. Because I don't know, because I know some streamers, they're not really like on the Japanese side, not all of them like do raid messages. So let's go do that. Let's go say hi. They're playing Marvel Rivals right now. So if you're interested in Marvel Rivals gameplay, yeah, feel free to stick around. Alright, with that, I'll see all of you guys on Friday for Final Fantasy. Bye bye!